Yeah, exactly.
All right, what the fuck are we talking about? Today's a day, man. No, we did start.
What?
Yeah, we've been rolling.
Isn't there an intro? Yeah,
Oh.
we're rolling,
No, we
but that
don't
doesn't
really-
mean we
We
started.
don't really
Yeah,
do
yeah,
intros
yeah.
and shit.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's.
What I have for
No,
I
we're
haven't
not-
had
no
breakfast
more,
yet.
right?
No,
Yeah.
Just
okay.
kidding, right?
People don't be eating breakfast, so you know.
We only do
Inspirations.
What did I eat last? Oh, no.
we only do intros when this guy's here.
Hot water. That's what I ate
Hot
last
water?
night.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I froze it and then like consumed it like a popsicle. Huh? No.
Aren't they all 7%?
No.
How strong those?
12.
Oh,
Yo, Canada's letting it.
3%.
What's going on?
12.
12. That's
12.
what I've had. I had
12. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like 7. What? No.
Canada's just
kinda
been letting
nasty, though.
anything fly recently. Eh? We got gambling, Cutwater, convenience store shit, fucking what? Zins popped off a little while ago. They're trying to kill us.
What are
They're
you
trying to
trying
destroy
to
us.
It's for the youth, man.
Everyone needs to find God, man. Or come talk to me. We'll set you straight.
God's supposed to find you. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
We have a special guest here today.
no, I'm not going to include this part. I fucking hate your intros. You introduce yourself. It's way nicer.
Just introduce yourself. Tell us your name and tell us what you do.
All right. My name's Lan'do. I'm an artist. I sing and I rap. I'm in a collective called No Taurus. I also make solo music. I used to be a part of a duo called Dead Very Soon, and I made music with my younger brother. That's how I met Norby. Yeah, I was
sir.
gonna say Catch Cardi because that's who you were
Yeah,
back
you're gonna
then.
leak my second last alias.
Yeah, Toronto legend over here.
yeah, that guy was crazy. No, that's funny.
But yeah, fuck.
How is your brother, by the way? Because he doesn't make music anymore, right? As far as we know.
He doesn't, but he chops trees and he lifts weight. He's getting ready for a secret war. Like there's like a hidden
Where,
fucking
like,
gym
up north?
in our house. No, at our house.
He chops trees at your house.
Oh yeah. He chops all the trees at our house to make sure they're up to
Yo, how many
code.
trees you got in your house?
Yeah, dude.
All the trees.
That's crazy.
So you come from property, eh?
But yeah, he's
You
an
come from
arborist.
landowners. You're saying you come from property owners, big real estate tycoons.
No, definitely
Tree
not.
owners.
Is your brother
No.
gonna make a comeback in music? Is it gonna be like a Havoc, Pusha T? No, it's not Havoc. Or what's the
I don't listen to rap like that.
who's Pusha T's brother?
Who's Pusha T?
Malice.
Oh, from clips?
Yeah, like Malice found God, and then he
Yeah,
came back like 10 years
sure.
later to do like a feature, and that's
I don't know. Like I feel like he's probably still writing shit in his head. He might come back as a gamer actually.
oh,
So
like
fuck-
live streaming and shit.
No,
What kind of
not
games?
even like a competitive fucking Brawlhalla.
Brawlhalla?
He's nice. No, he's like diamond. Like it's crazy.
I think I might have actually just grown out of gaming. I tried playing it.
It just doesn't feel right. To
I
me.
feel everything I play now, all I really do is sit there and complain about how I hate this type of game and that type of game now.
Ebro was good, Unk. Old man now.
It might
bro.
be the case.
Old head,
It might be the case. AAA titles too. I just download them, play them for like 3 hours. I'm like, I fucking hate this open world shit. I can't do any of it anymore. The last game I played that I really liked was a FromSoft game called Sekiro.
Oh, so you're a masochist. You like pain.
No, that game was way more forgiving than the rest of their Souls kind of shit. And it was more rhythm, really fun. One through line. You didn't have to like do 9 million things. Super concise, super fun. Yeah, I need more of that shit. I'm super sick of these like open world bullshit games.
You playing games, Lan'do?
Here and there. It has to be non-committal because addictive personality. If
Okay.
I'm playing a game, I'll
Alright.
keep hopping in.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
not multiplayer shit.
Yeah, no.
No, yeah, exactly. I'm-
Yeah.
Just like one go.
Yeah, like Smash or Tekken, where like if I don't play online, so it's like if I have a friend, I'll like link run or
You know,
I'll-
I feel like it just lends for better games too, right? Because like you are trying to make something very specific front to back. You can actually edit it. You don't have to deal with all these fucking edge cases and shit.
I don't know about all of that. Some open world games are fun, man.
Like what?
Yeah,
What's the last open world thing that you actually enjoyed?
This Mad Max game that was supposed to have tied into the movie is low key fire. It's crazy.
You gave the Mad Max game a chance.
Yeah,
You finished it.
yeah.
Goddamn.
Was that like a legit game or was it like a
How
little
many hours?
Legit game.
promotion?
Oh no, I just like sped through it. Like there's a whole
Okay,
bunch of
okay.
side quests and stuff that does get repetitive, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the core story is kind of interesting. You build your own like your car and shit. You can like upgrade it. It's
Okay.
pretty fun. I was like, holy shit! For the time, this was like actually sick.
Wait, how long ago was for the time?
Mad Max was a while ago, man.
When did the movie come out? Fuck.
Years ago.
Yeah, it came out around the
Maybe
same
like
time,
8
like
years
2012,
ago.
2013.
Yeah.
The game. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that's different, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about recently.
Oh,
There's nothing good recently.
It's great. I feel like the last time I was really playing games like that though was when it was like Modern Warfare 2, like Halo 3. Like those were the ones where you like get home from school and you're like Modern Warfare 2 for like 8 hours.
So
I don't know if it,
I'm kind of weird when it comes to games. Like I'll go through like this SNES catalog, and I'll be like, oh, greatest hits or yeah. So, but it's not the greatest hits, but like the underrated gems or games that people don't know, and then I'll like run it. Or it might have been like a Japanese game that now has through like the power of emulation, you could like translate it to English.
True.
And it's like, holy shit, there's like a lot of depth in this game here. Or I'll play like a Nintendo 64 game, emulate it once again, because these consoles cost like a lot of money.
They're dropping the 64 again, aren't they?
Yeah, they're
like
releasing
it.
Yeah, but it's gonna probably like be locked with like a certain amount of games on it, and then it's like, there's a gimmick. I'm like,
yeah, basically. I mean,
and the Nintendo 64 controllers always used to do this thing where they get all wobbly. So like,
the stick, because people go fucking so hard on the.
Well, but
when you're playing Smash Bros, you're just like diving, like
Mario Party was a stick killer for sure.
Oh yes, because you hit
Mario Party 3 is a classic.
Damn,
great game.
But yeah, I play like weird, odd games. I'm not like in the loop. I'm like, oh, I'll get to this game when I get to this game. Yeah.
The backlog is crazy. I've basically only been picking stuff up out of nostalgia value through like they did a new Dead Space. If you've ever played that.
I don't know these games. You guys are calling out some like niche games. I feel like.
No, they're not that niche. If you were playing games at the time, you're probably playing a lot of shit. Yeah,
it was crazy how like popular like the Dead Space like franchise was, and then out of nowhere it's just like
there's someone called Callisto 2 years ago played that. It's okay. I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably just old. Probably just boring though.
old head, bro.
Wait, about most things, yeah.
I forgot your age. How old are you again?
29. Not that old.
I'm 30.
Yeah,
me too.
That's about 30.
Yeah. Hit there.
Curmudgeon.
I feel like
you hear it every time you move. I hear the cracking every time you two move.
My bones.
Yeah, I could hear Lan'do coming up the stairs. Sounded like a skeleton falling down.
Wow, those were my groans. You know.
Every time you get up. Are you like every other 30-year-old and you just like got into running as soon as you hit like 30 and you're like trying to get your kilometers up and shit?
No, fuck that running shit.
Yo, running sucks.
Like 2 weeks ago, I was like, yo, I'm gonna go on a run. And I was like, damn.
It feels okay, but
wait a second.
The day you post about it is the day I unfollow you.
No, the day
It's
he makes a
coming, bro.
Strava.
Yeah, the day you post a Strava, it's over.
I don't even know what Strava is.
For anyone posting Strava,
don't even look it up.
But just wait.
Yeah.
Because it's coming.
It's
just watch you run around your fucking neighborhood.
Yeah,
nowhere else to run. Bro. The only route in your entire area.
my whole town, bro. What do you mean?
You can run that whole thing.
It's like 4K.
So I had free time during COVID. And then I tried running once, and I was like, I'll just play a sport. Yeah. Because I play volleyball and I play basketball,
fair.
that's how I get my cardio.
The thing with sports, though, is like I'm scared to... I haven't played a sport in so long. I'm scared to like re-enter the game.
Oh, you're going to suck for sure.
Not only am I going to suck, but I'm guaranteed going to injure myself. Like ACL's, it's ready to go. Like something's ready to go.
But like, yo, in the wintertime, when you're about to hop into a car, do you just rev it? Warm it up for a little bit, you know, like
fair.
Warming up is crucial. in a lot of aspects.
It's a gem.
But yeah. Do some warm ups before you go in.
Yeah, your body moving.
You'll pop your shit, bro.
For sure, bro. So like, if it's not video games right now, what are you really interested in these days?
Music, actually, because I kind of took a step back, a bit of a sabbatical, I guess, because I got like a new job and then like trying to balance work and music.
Isn't a sabbatical when you have a kid?
That's mat leave, no?
Oh, I thought that was for women.
What, mat leave? Men can go on maternity leave too.
Oh, I thought it was just called a sabbatical.
No, because we can look it up. I don't know.
Oh, why is it so
Y'all need a Jamie.
No.
Y'all need a like, yo, Jamie, look this up.
Yeah, Jamie, what does sabbatical mean?
Jamie's fucking distracted.
You know what's funny? That's my name.
And Jung is distracted too.
Yeah, my name is Jamie.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you landed on Lan'do.
My middle name's Orlando.
We need someone to be Googling shit, bro.
Makes sense. Jimmy Orlando?
Yeah.
That kind of is like
is maternity leave for women?
A little bit.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Jimmy.
Oh. No, not maternity. What's a sabbatical? That's what we're looking up.
Oh. No, is maternity leave only for...
No.
Oh, that's a paternity leave though.
Oh, yeah,
if a dad takes it, it's a paternity leave.
How's that make
Sabbatical is just like a leave, I'm pretty sure. You just like...
People usually get that shit when you're like 2, 3, 4, plus 5, or 5 years at your current job, you get like 6 months.
6 weeks?
Yeah, so basically my boy got...
I'm not quitting.
5 years, he had 6 weeks back, but 3 weeks paid, 3 weeks unpaid. After 5 years.
Oh.
Bro, what?
So a sabbatical is a leave unpaid.
Usually it's paid, but
All right, whatever. So it can be for anyone.
Yeah, so I took a bit of a break from music.
Sabbaticals are non-binary.
Long story short, you took a
non-binary break. You took a non-binary break from music.
took a paternal leave.
Yeah. So I was just like, I guess I was like, fuck, I'm 30 now. Like, what am I doing this for? You know?
Crisis. All right.
Halfway.
No,
I
it's
was
a
just like,
crisis.
because I wouldn't stop. Like, I wasn't gonna
No, of
like
course
quit,
not. I
but I
mean-
was like, I need to like retool and like sort out why I want to do it.
Mhm.
And then like I started like going to Montreal like for a little bit. Like once a month, I'd spend like a week there.
Yeah.
And then during that time, I had a few sessions, made some dope songs, and then I was like, okay, yeah, I'll come back and do music now and try to like hop in again, but like on my own time, at my own pace. Yeah.
Do you feel like you still do it for yourself, or is there something you're still chasing in terms of like maybe validation, or maybe you see yourself at a certain level, or you pretty just do it for at this point just the love of?
So at one
Making
point, I
music and
wanted
putting it
like
out.
validation. I remember like I used to always like picture like doing like a stadium or some shit or something big, like a big ass show. And then I was just like, that's just like ego shit. Like I got validated when I traveled to the UK and I was in the rooms with some like dope artists and I'm like, holy shit, like
Yeah.
they fuck with me. That's crazy. Like that was very like affirming. So I was like, oh, from now on I'll just I'm like respected amongst my peers type shit. I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true, because you can be in all the right rooms and still not get to where you want to be. Yeah. Do you have a question?
I'm just trying to find something I disagree with.
You brought the mic like you were about to ask a question.
Yeah,
and then
no,
you
I'm
just,
just,
like,
I'm just looking
froze.
for something I disagree with so we can get a soundbite.
That's fair. Who
Who
are you in the who are you in the rooms with that you made you feel validated?
I really like the because I feel like some people like just say shit to say shit.
Yeah.
We're like, oh yeah, that person, yeah, I know him. Like it was like it was just some people I look up to, and I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit. Like in my head, I'm like, ew, y'all have like made it, and like
Mm.
this is like your career, and like you fuck with me, and
Yeah,
like you like we're in a room like making music with me as well, and I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
oh shit, that's fire.
It's got a
So, yeah.
massive waft of like kimchi or something from outside. Anyone else smell that?
No, it's probably the leftover
Stroke?
burritos.
Having a stroke or something?
I do
No.
have. I had got like banh mi, maybe.
Maybe
That's
it's
what
that.
you're saying. I don't
Oh,
know.
maybe that.
Yeah, I'm a
bro.
bloodhound when it comes to food. That's why my thighs are like
When it comes to kimchi.
exploding. Apparently, I carry all my weight in my thighs and sides
Yeah.
here.
Nah, bro, like, you got like an actual
I got a
X-ray
scan.
done.
I got an X-ray done because I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
You say you have childbearing hips.
Nah, they're not really hips. More like childbearing quads. It'd be like child crushing hips if the kid came out. And just
Fucking crushing watermelon.
pop it
do
like
the
a grape.
watermelon
Yeah,
Yeah.
and destroy that
Yeah, I'll
child.
do a pivot into kink.
That's crazy, man.
Destroy
That
it.
might be a bag.
No, yeah. So with the work with the group, I say this in the nicest way. I haven't heard much from you guys together. I've heard a lot from you independently in the last little bit. What's going on?
We have
There's
like
the soundbite.
Nah,
Put him on blast.
nah.
Put Deal on blast right now.
There's no one to put on blast. We have like a few songs down the pipeline. We've also lately, I think in the last fucking 3-4 months, have just been like making like maybe like 3 songs a week type shit. So yeah. So we have stuff that we're trying to get out as soon as possible. I believe we had a bit of a vision talk. I think we went to a restaurant, got drunk, and the 3 of us were just sitting there. We're like, yo, drop the music, feed the streets.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Classic.
'Cause I think-
one of those a week is necessary.
Absolutely.
Keep going.
But yeah, just because I felt like artistic direction is cool. Having like a story, a world is fine. But that don't mean anything if you're not dropping
Yeah,
music and
yeah.
you're not being consistent. So I'm like, fuck all that shit. Let's be consistent first, and then everything else, well, we can sort because we've done it before. So we know how to like be cohesive
Who's the
from a narrative standpoint.
who's the project manager for the team?
So we decided we'd keep everybody. It's more than just 3 of us, but the 3 of us would keep each other in check. So we
Sure.
check in like maybe every other day because we see each other all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
What's
good.
the word? Dilo has a word. He says ginger. It's almost like fervor, but like it's Nigerian, so it's like ginger. So it's like it means to have like fervor for what you're doing. Like
Like
the
that.
thirst or hunger. You
Dilo
know?
says a lot of things, bro.
He does see a lot of things.
He sent
Yes,
me.
he's a
Some of them
man of so
understand,
many
some of them
quotables.
Oh, well, I'm gonna tell you this. This was funny. He sent me a message like 2 weeks ago, and
It's always coded, It's,
it made me laugh
it's a
so
coded
hard.
message.
I take him seriously. But the message itself just made me chuckle here. So
Nah, facts. I'm done talking. Yo, fuck all the talking. Let's do.
Yeah, but the fact that he took a minute on Halloween to text me this was so funny to me, bro. Also, the last sentence. I'm only gonna read the last sentence out loud. He said, "That being said, I'm done talking." Little salute emoji.
Exactly.
So funny to me.
It is what it is, man.
We'll see. I'll find out in what day is it? I'll find out in 6 days if he's gonna talk to me again or
What's
not.
up?
Are you gonna check in, or is it
No,
just gonna be like?
he said not to. He said just to wait for him to talk.
What's understood doesn't need to be explained.
I've also heard him say that.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
Yeah,
my
too much
God.
yappa bro. Eh.
Yeah, we had him in to sit down and yap once too, but he showed up just like
It was too
on
fried,
a different planet.
I don't even know. If,
So I'd ask him, I'd talk to him, and then we'd wait. There'd be a nice lag. He'd look up, look
Say
like he was
one
about to
word.
say something. Sometimes he wouldn't even say anything. He'd look like he's about to say something, and he'd go,
Yo, that's where you can make your viral moment. You chop it up and cut it.
yeah,
"Yo,
yeah.
I've tried," and I
Like
think
the Munch Dank videos.
we'll still put it. We'll probably put it out as just like
you know, on the mic.
snippets.
Yeah, every single edit is just him, with big eyes and shit.
Now your glasses on the entire time.
He did have glasses on. You're right.
I didn't
Nice.
even know if he's looking at me the entire time.
Incognito, man.
So funny, Kanye energy, yeah, for sure.
What's the worst thing about working in a group?
I can name a few if you don't want to get spicy. Like,
I mean, we're a group of compared to how many people are in No Tourist?
I'll say 7. At one point, it felt like 11 because we had like videographers, like people who did artwork, DJ, 2 producers, 5 artists. Some of the artists produce as well. But yeah. It was supposed to be like this self-contained thing. Like we like cut out the middleman. We could do everything ourselves. But yeah, I feel like COVID kind of threw a wrench into things. But back to your question, the hardest part about being in a group is I feel like managing ego sometimes is well, no, not in our group. Sorry, I was speaking vague. With me directly, what I've noticed sometimes is you might go through something and like, okay, so this is what we're settling on. This is our next single.
Okay.
And then everyone's like, yeah. Or someone might not respond. And then it'll be like a week or 2 weeks
it's the not
before we need
response.
to submit like the artwork. And
Yeah.
then someone might say, maybe we should move in a different direction.
Oh.
And not even give like a suggestion of what that direction should be. Things like that
Sure.
can be a bit like
It's
awkward.
100% that.
Yeah. Or
Technically,
like,
no one's working for anyone.
mhm,
You're supposed to be working
Right.
towards a common cause, but like
mhm.
No one's holding you
people can get in their
accountable.
own ways so often.
Yeah, and then sometimes like when we like don't need input, some people like try to like might say, "Oh, yo, we should do this," or like I feel like we should. When it's
Yeah.
like some too many cooks sometimes.
Too many cooks in the
Yeah,
kitchen.
Someone's got to be
yeah.
in there prioritizing getting shit out, and then you just have competing interests. Like it's okay for people to jump it because it's always going to happen, but I think someone has to be laser focused on releasing, even if it's against everyone else's interest. And
And-
if you don't end up releasing, that's one thing, but someone I think has to be like.
I feel like
pushing that
in
all
the
the
past
time.
we've had like a bit of balance because some people might like go for a maximalist approach to like when it comes to like stems or
Sure.
vox. Might be like, "Oh, I love this element. This part's also cool." And then we have someone who's like uber minimalist. It's like, "Nah, cut everything,
Sure.
strip it bare bones," and then we meet in a like a happy middle.
Yeah.
And that's kind of helped because
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know.
because it all balances out. Because we all fuck with each other very heavily. We're
course.
like a brotherhood, like family. So it's one of those where, amidst the chaos, we find like we right the ship.
Sure. Fair enough. It's always tricky when you're doing something that you don't want to feel. You don't want it to feel like a business or like a professional occupation, but at the same time, you want the professional benefits.
Yeah.
And at that point, if there's no like
Mhm.
bosses
Mhm.
or someone being like facetiously the asshole, it's like, how do you get anything done?
You don't need to be facetious because then people end up like harboring resentment because you know what facetious is, right? When you're being a shithead.
No, facetious means I'm using an example that's like hyperbolic or slightly,
yeah.
slightly
Sorry.
divergent on purpose.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I feel like what has worked best with us in that is sometimes if there's a song or an idea that someone's really passionate about, just do it. And
Sure.
then be like, "Oh, yo, I already submitted this or I already got this mixed or I bought
Yeah,
this."
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you know, and we just go.
Sure.
Fair.
Yeah. Sometimes you kind of have to put your head down. People are going to say, "Nah, I don't think this is a good idea. Fuck that. Just
Yeah.
do it."
Yeah,
like, kind
yeah.
of trust yourself. Because I feel like we have we're solid enough in what we do to know like
Yeah.
you're doing something right now.
Sure.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
with the artwork,
Yeah.
Kafaya, like he's like some of the new artwork that he's working on. I'm like, yo, like I know he's one of those who's like, let's sit in a circle, let's all hash it out together. And I'm like, it might,
Yeah,
meander
yeah.
off.
Just drive the
Just
ship.
lock in what you have right now is sick. Just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
do your doing, ask for minor suggestions here and there, but for the most part, what you have is good. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
it's-
sure.
I feel that too. Because sometimes, like, the simplest thing, like changing something on a cover art, like, if you don't just make the decision yourself and just change it, it can feel like you're like turning a yacht. It's
That
like,
was our biggest problem for the first 2 years. I mean, no names because it's always these are all friends, but like we had people on the team
course.
who were. It was like their full-time job to micro divert decision making, and it was like, I don't quite like this. This should be incredible. Look at this guy. Look at how he's doing it. And it's like we just spun our wheel for 2 years. At some point, we were just
Yeah.
like, fuck that. Like respectfully, not going to run things by XYZ person anymore, and we're just gonna. We're
And
gone.
also
We're gone.
within your creative medium, you have your own way of doing it. Like we're all like, say we were all rappers. One guy might like to fucking freestyle and then add words. One person has to write it down. Another person might like write the shit, but in their head. So it's like the approaches are all different. It's not that one's wrong or right
You gotta
necessarily.
stop. You gotta stop rounding the corners here.
Rounding what corners?
You're rounding the corners. You're giving people you're giving cop outs to people. You're like, oh, we're all different. We're all like
Too much
kumbaya
grace,
shit.
too much
No,
grace.
No, it's not kuma, it's
It
kumbaya
is.
shit.
It is. Come on, man. You're
Nah,
saying we're all different. We all do things differently. Nah,
No,
some
but I
people
mean-
are just naturally going to fuck with your rhythm. And if they're on the team, like you got to figure out a way to address that.
So, like I said, through open communication, we kind of know if things are getting like diverted.
I think we're gonna start holding hands now.
Oh no,
we're
no,
at
no!
that part
Like
of
no,
this.
that's one thing. Like if there's an issue, I'm talking to you face to face. Like,
Yeah, yeah, of
it's not,
course.
I'm not beating around the bush or nothing. And like you just end up harboring resentment if you don't have like dialogue. Like
It's
if
like
you
a
don't
real
think about it.
relationship.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah.
real
So that's why I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
like,
craziness, right?
so that's why I don't really like to. You get nowhere by
Yeah.
pointing at certain shit or getting
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
but, I'm not cutting corners. I'm just
No,
saying like,
no, no,
approaches are different.
I'm
So
totally
like you
fucking
might
with
want to
you.
do it that way, and another
messing
person
with
might
you.
do it this way. But
Yeah.
Yeah. But in the same vein, like, how do you? Oh, thanks, man.
I'm super corporate, yo. I expect everything to be a media trained answer.
Yeah, for sure. Corporate weapon, man. How do you? As I've always been curious about this, especially when you're working in bigger groups. I feel like I'm
Yeah.
super precious about my ideas from like where they start and where they end up. So like, how do you decide, first of all, this song that I'm making is actually going to be better for the group, and then two, how do you trust that like everyone in the group is going to elevate this idea versus like take it somewhere where you just don't like it or you didn't kind of want to go in that direction?
I'm insane. So like me and my brother, we used to
Yeah,
make
yeah.
our goal when we were dropping tracks on SoundCloud was a song every month. So for a while we were just like track. So
I know.
through doing that and like observing what people do, and I'm like, I kind of have an idea of what works for me, and what could work for like people who are watching. So we had a song. No one, like we got a beat maybe in April or March, just like 2020. No one hopped on it. I'm like, oh shit. All right, fuck it. Recorded something, and then everybody else recorded something on it. Because that's the other thing. If you do something, everybody else doesn't want to get left behind, so they'll do it. Because we're all competitive as fuck, and I'm not gonna like just tell you fix up. Because it's like, dog, don't tell me what to do. Yeah.
No, but if it's like yours, could you be like, yo, Dilo, this verse, you dropped the ball, bro. Like, I'm cutting this verse. Or be like, you gotta come harder than that. This is
We do that like
Yeah.
from time to time, but for the most part, we've never really had to do that too often. So yeah, back to the song.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the song comes out, like the song's finished now. We have a workable demo. To find out the original producer is going in a different direction. So I'm like, fuck, this is a really good song. I don't want this song to die. I, through doing shit on Instagram and whatnot, knew this sick producer in Australia. And this guy is like a wizard. Like I remember I used to like randomly sing on my story, and he'd like, it's like, oh, can I like take the top line and do something with it? And I'm like, oh shit, this is dope. Like what the fuck? So this guy, he agrees to produce, and like his rate was like 1,500 fucking Australian dollars, and I was like, holy shit, yeah, for the beat, because he has songs in like in the millions, but he was like super chill, and he's like, we negotiated something, and then that song stayed, and then he took bits of the chords from the original song, and then we negotiated with the producer, and like the producer was fine with it, and he fucks with the tune. Song hasn't come out yet. It will, but it's one of those where you just have to do it yourself. And it's one of those where I feel like the song could come out 5 years from now and it's still fire.
Whoa.
No, I'm being so
Yeah,
serious.
but drop it.
It's dope. No, I will. There's something that needs to be done before it gets dropped.
I see.
Something needs to get like written down.
I see.
But yeah. but you just gotta do your own, because we're solo artists first. It's one of those where this sounds
That's
corny.
just it. Yeah.
We used to say like we're like the Justice League, and if there's a global crisis, we assemble and shit like that. So it's only meant to be cyclical. Initially, it was like a hobby. Like it's one of those where I was kind of disgruntled with Dead Very Soon. Let me come record here. It's like a nice escape. You know, music is starting to feel like a chore. Garcon shit or whatever is like, oh, you can make music outside of that here. You know, it's one of those where it's not supposed to be something that is on all the time. So it's fine if we take breaks. You know. That way, my philosophy is rising tide raises all ships. If you're putting out a project, everyone in Notorious will like hype up the project or hype up the tune. Likewise, and it all feeds back into like us. Because through Notorious, we did a manifesto. Like, and that was like sick. And we keep getting offered things. Like we also have things through the pipeline with like sync and like pitching that we're working on the back end as well. So it's just like Notorious, even if things like get like really disorganized or people have gone their separate ways, it's like you can all link for 1 week and like make tracks, you know. That's fine because we've done that in the past,
right?
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like I've ran away from the point, but what you were saying was, what did you?
I've been thinking about who you are in the Justice League this entire time.
League? Nah, I'd be Plastic Man, bro. I don't
know anyone in the Justice League. Batman, Superman, Green Lantern.
For some reason, when I think Justice League,
the old TV show,
I go to like the kids show, which is not Justice League, is it?
Teen Titans.
Teen Titans, bro. When I think Justice League, I think of Teen Titans. For some reason, my brain is not.
I think D'Lo's the guy with the
associated
big
those things.
cape. What's his name? That just walks around like this, and every now and then he'll say some from Justice League. Not Green Lantern. He's the other guy.
You talking about Batman?
No.
Oh, Martian Manhunter.
Martian Manhunter. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, wow,
cool.
That's D'Lo, bro.
That's crazy.
Hey, I don't. The analogy didn't go that deep. It was just in a sense of we're solo artists.
No, I know. I just got distracted.
Yeah.
You keep going. I'm gonna look this guy
That's
up.
crazy. So you're not super precious about, I guess, the music that you're doing across the board because it all
like,
feels just like an output.
Yeah, because it goes towards like something else. My own shit. Different story.
Yeah.
But like this, I like. You can't keep everything, you know, and it's like certain cuts might make sense, even though you might disagree initially.
Sure.
So now I'm like, fuck it. If it goes to the group, let's go. You know?
Yeah. You're like, it's out of my hands kind of thing. How'd you guys get Manifestio?
Oh, is that what it is? Manifest TO?
Did you call it Manifesto?
I call it Manifesto. Yeah, because it is like Manifestio, but like it's Manifesto, what everyone says.
Fair.
Yeah.
We all know what we're talking about. You know,
I had to clarify.
Manifestio. No, it's a pretty big festival. Right?
It is. Yeah.
How'd you guys get the opportunity?
Yeah, like technically, if you want to put it on a CV, we could say we opened up for Amine, but like
put it on.
No, it's on. It's on
we opened up for you.
Yeah. But fuck, I don't even know. Just like we've done a lot of shows over the time, and like people have been watching, people fuck with us, and then someone might DM us and say, "Oh, are you open to doing this?" It's just because through doing music, we have friends now who are now like on the like corporate or executive side of things now too, who were like grew up along with us, and they'll just be like, "Oh, there's an opportunity here. I fuck with you guys. You guys have been vetted. Let's go."
That's sick.
Yeah.
So they always keep you in mind whenever they're doing their sort of corporate events and shit like that.
Sometimes,
like
yeah. It's almost like if you had like so you at your job, whatever you do, you needed like, someone needed some stock music or something. They'd be like, "Yo, this guy's like an," and then
I know Lan'do.
Yeah. It's what not what you know, but who you know usually. How these things go. So yeah,
amazing.
True. Yeah.
I know I'm not gonna say anything polarizing, so there's no clips.
No, you did.
No.
I got some stuff.
You did.
In your mind, you're like, I'm clipping that. For
I've also got his voice now. So.
Oh my god!
I say AI generate.
You just AI generate the rest of this thing. The next 20 minutes are completely AI generated. So anything I say now doesn't count.
So fuck that AI shit, bro. Holy,
yeah, no, I'm actually
like
so over
nothing
it. So bored.
bothers me more than like seeing an artist who's somewhat established and then the artwork is like AI or some shit, and I'm like, my nigga,
I
what?
think there's nice ways to
there's
do
tasteful ways to do it. It's just
tasteful ways to
I've
do
seen
it,
some good stuff.
but also some of it is just like it's just you're just doing corporate shit. It's one of those I'm trying to cut out the middleman. A hammer is a tool. A hammer itself can't build a house. You know, use it with other things. Like use it with an artist, you know, to make things artistic. Yeah,
bro.
I'm an adage guy, but yeah,
Adage, sorry, no problem.
no, I don't.
No, I got you.
Robert, same thing.
Different word, better word. I like adage better. I'm careful with my words, man.
sometimes.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, what was I saying?
Hammer
AI,
it
build
can
AI.
work. Yeah. You can use it in
You know what? Neither can a
conjunction
nail.
with something. Put all the pieces together, make fucking house stuck.
Yeah, it takes a lot of pieces to make a house. That's the old adage. Adage.
And neither does wood. It's like,
No,
bro,
that's true. That's
you're all
true.
day.
That's definitely
But
true.
yeah, I feel like sometimes people use that, like, oh, we can just use this and do it. Like sometimes in a session, like they'll be like, oh, can you run this harmony? No, I want to like record this harmony. No, I'll just put it through Melodyne. And I'm like, that's cool, but let me like, the voice sounds different when you're doing a high note. Of
course.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
and it gets, everything just feels too artificial, too sanitized.
Yeah, I've always been of the mindset of like, if you're using new technology, I want to know that you're using the new technology, right? So like, I think the way that AI looks corny to me, at least, is when people try to
And it's
integrate
just
it with
machine
like
learning.
the
I
real
hate the
life
term
things.
AI too, because it's not like, it's not learning. Like it's just fucking, like it's not in,
Oh,
never
yeah.
mind. I'm
No,
not
I
gonna
mean,
get into the,
colloquially, the way
Yeah,
AI
yeah.
is used is just to mean that there was something in between that is a bit of a black box that generated this output. Yeah,
and it doesn't do
Well,
anything
I mean,
new
in the
either.
sense-
It's all derivative of like other artists' shit. But yeah,
but I mean, so
Yeah,
is
yeah,
most
yeah.
of our work. I mean, like,
yeah, but there's a human element, like, you know, and it's like there's novelty that comes out of it. There's no
ultimately,
novelty.
I'm not disagreeing.
No,
I-
I'm saying
I
yeah.
just
There's no
think
novelty in AI.
trying to find the that pocket. Yeah, I mean, but I think there's not a lot of novelty in a lot of human work too. It's just like the amount of Basquiat clones on
Yeah,
IG
but within
taking
that,
up my
yeah, but all
space,
of that
like-
goes nowhere. I mean, okay, so I'm not poo-pooing on
No, I'm not.
generative AI. It's for example, like
Long enough
in
poo-pooing.
animation, right? When you're doing some shit like like anything that's like mad repetitive, you could use something generative to do, like what's it called? Like the in-betweens? Is that what it is? No, the in-betweens are the in-betweens.
Yeah, from
You know?
interframes. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like some of that, it's like,
Sure.
oh, I'm doing this background over and over again. Like something can automate it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I
problem
feel
is
like-
no one's there to like police that even creatively. It's tricky because I know the
I just think it's a slippery slope.
yeah, sure.
I think it honestly doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Yeah.
The output is the output, right?
Mhm.
Nothing
What
we
I was,
talk about
what
here
I was
matters,
saying
right?
about the technologies, like when I think of like autotune, for instance, like if you're using autotune, I want to hear the autotune. Like that's sort of how I like to absorb new technology. Like think about it when when T-Pain came out, right? It's like autotune was a new tool, and his medium was the autotune. I feel like if there's a new artist where like the medium is the AI, like that could be interesting. That could be an interesting use case.
I'm not disagreeing with where you went, but I do disagree with where you started. I don't think so.
How so?
Just a strictly like,
Just because someone's using the tool, I don't think it needs to be a stable part of what you're doing.
oh yeah.
No, I don't think it needs to be. I
Plus,
think
man,
that's just how I like it to be used.
Treat it like a pedal, you know? I feel like, in my opinion.
Sure.
Yeah. Treat it like an effect. Sure.
Yeah. Don't make it your whole thing.
I'm not
'cause
totally
then it's
against
corny.
like a lot of the AI use cases. I just think a lot of them are like, if you get to them too quickly, you miss a lot of the in between like experience you need. Especially like a good example is like mixing, mastering. There's been so much stuff coming out. It'll help people get to the end product a little faster, maybe, but like you miss a lot of creative choices in between. So like if the AIs start
How
to
would
give
you know?
you don't, but that's my point. Like I guess if the tools start getting sophisticated enough to the point where like you can go in and you can actually tweak the parameters in between, make decisions along the way, and then it generates an output, and all it's really doing is like helping offset some labor. Not against that. Like that kind of makes sense. But like if it's as simple as like a plug it in, wait for an output, I think that is too far removed.
That's
to
what
be
I was
interesting.
talking about.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
completely removing the labor from it. And then some people just do that for money because it's like for artwork example. Like
Sure.
if you have budget, you can pay an artist. You don't need to just like, oh yeah, I'm using AI. Yeah.
So let me ask you then, if like, what's the last song that you really, really loved? Like, if you think about it, if you found out that song was made completely with AI, would you not love that song anymore? Like, would it ruin that song for you?
I don't think so.
At current, if there's a song that's
Anything.
like AI,
Yeah.
I'd know. So that's the thing. Like maybe once it gets better, I'll be like, oh, okay. I'm not
who,
mad at it.
It depends who prompted the AI. and
I'm
actually
saying
put
like
it
right
together.
now, like think of
Right
like
now, there's
think of the
no
last
AI
last
song.
song that you heard that you like really loved.
Yeah, I couldn't make that.
Are you saying it went
It will
straight
be
from
eventually.
it went straight from some idea straight to an output, or was there some curation along the way?
Doesn't
like were
matter.
the independent tracks curated, put together?
Wait, there is a song that has what's it called? And I didn't mind it. That new JPEG Mafia album, that sample. There's a song. Fuck. When I'm off the drugs. There's AI used there for
love
that
that
song.
song.
Exactly.
But yeah,
but he used it in
to
a
recreate the sample.
exactly. You see, like
Yeah.
put some labor in there. Like don't just fucking hit the button. Print.
Yeah. Fair.
You know the old adage:
Oh my gosh.
can't build a house with AI,
Can't, bro.
but you can build a house with parts made from AI.
is a tool. Like
As a
I
tool,
said,
as a tool, yeah.
And that's the end of the interview.
that good?
Okay.
That was excellent. Fucking-
Are you good for time, by the way?
yeah, I'm solid. I
Okay.
checked. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Long story short, man, I feel like we will eventually get to a point where AI will be indistinguishable. So it's like, is it
That's
really
whatever.
taking away from the magic of the art that you're consuming?
not
I
really,
don't know.
man. These questions are not new to anybody. I think it's been made more dramatic than ever because we've had such a huge, like, white collar workforce expansion over the years. But like, robots came in at some point and offset a ton of labor in factories. Like, we've always looked for ways to sustain larger and larger populations, and like, especially in the Western world. And now we're getting to a point where it's existentially challenged by one small possible flip of the switch. That's easy to implement too. The difference with AI from most robotics is like way cheaper to implement, way faster, and you can get shit across the finish line with like almost no support and work.
See,
So
I'm not knowledgeable enough in the technology yet to speak on it, but I disagree in a sense because it's not as sophisticated as you might think.
it's not. But I'm saying the incremental changes and the use cases have started to get to the point where it's like, okay, you can't replace people fully. Look, I think this is true with automation. I say this from some experience. I did robotics for a while. Getting to like 90% automated is generally possible. That last 10% is really where it fucking busts your balls. Things can still always go wrong. You're always going to need somebody there to make those like game time decisions, or you're going to be automating automation and you're just going to get into this like circular loop. At some point you need flexible decision making to exist in that loop. If that ever gets automated, or if we get to the point where, you know, that like whatever AI is sophisticated enough to handle that kind of shit, then I think we have a problem. Until then, there'll always probably be a human in the loop somewhere.
And I think also you fall into the slippery slope when it's like it's being used just to maximize profits as opposed to making the work more efficient.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I can't say too much about that because if work hears this, they'll throw a fucking hissy fit. No, but I think generally, yeah, I think that's generally true. They're trying to force us to use this shit at work, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's objectively way worse. I might get to something a little faster, but I have no idea how it got there. I have no idea what it generated. So I'm gonna need to spend the time reading like 300 lines of code anyways.
Just need
So,
some
like,
QC, but yeah.
like yeah, I don't know. It's fair. People are still trying to figure out,
Yes.
but with respect to art,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think I'm on the same page.
Yeah. Because it is like the things it could do, like you could, yeah. It's but just
I'm gonna put on a No Tourist album, all made by AI.
good luck. Try. Won't sound good. Maybe in like give it 5 years, possibly.
That'd be crazy, eh? That'd be so wild.
Yeah, I don't even know where to go from there. That's like,
Yeah. That's a threat.
yeah.
I just feel like
We
you guys
might
gotta start
blackmail
putting-
you with an AI album.
I feel like when it comes to like certain products, you can like you can just tell, you know, what doesn't like hit right or what feels fake. It's almost like this is so stupid, but Kool-Aid jammers. Cause like I was like, oh, I haven't had one in a while. Let me. What is this? It's just like some sweetener. It doesn't taste like it doesn't hit the same anymore. You just like even it looks the same, same
Chubbies.
packaging. Everyone's out here drinking it. Yeah, but it's just
your
like
palate
this,
has matured.
this
You know?
I swear it doesn't taste the same as when I was younger. But yeah, it's 'cause they
possible.
don't use sugar anymore.
Yeah. Oh,
They use, like,
really?
sweeteners. Yeah, it doesn't taste.
Uh,
Yeah. So it's things like that. Because
Switching
I
ingredients.
think
Kool-Aid
that's what happened
jammers?
to Chubbies too.
Kool-Aid jammers specifically, bro. I was like, nah, there's no way it tasted this bad as when I was a kid. But yeah,
Yeah, you were refined when you were a child.
refined.
You
Yeah,
knew
yeah.
what you were going for.
Caviar and Kool-Aid jammers, bro. It's a combination.
Yeah, I mean, all right, okay. I think that might be it for me right there. Cool, man.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're always around, so we should do this as much as as we do more work. Just come shoot the shit again.
And I will keep being. What is that?
You think that? You think I'm not going to get stronger?
Keep being media
Over
trained.
time?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't think I'm going to get better at baiting?
Yeah,
I'm going to start hiring actors to come in here and like
my God.
start acting crazy, and then you're going to have to deal
I'll
with
just
them.
be like, good job. Like I know when you're like doing a bit, like you know. That's why I was like, this guy. When you do a good one, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
It's that obvious.
Oh my God.
Oh, that'd actually be fun though.
Holy
you know, we've talked about doing skit shows because we think we're hilarious, but it's usually only funny because it's really foul. So you know, if we keep writing skits and they end up turning it into a pile. Maybe we'll AI generate a skit show.
There's only been a few episodes where like we've actually had to cut out shit.
No,
Though,
sorry.
right?
Cut out here. Never mind. I'll say that.
Say it
I'll
again.
cut it. I always
Okay,
cut
okay,
everything
okay.
people don't like. Trust.
Oh, it's not even something I don't. It's the you run it into the ground when you find something, and it sounds like stop. These callbacks.
Callbacks
As the
are
adage
important.
says.
Yeah, the callbacks are important. This is big time. This is big time TV. We have
Primetime
2
television.
lights. Where you get 3 lights? Where do you get that, man? You don't get that in Toronto.
That's
We're the
so
only people
solid.
doing this. 3 lights.
3 lights and 3 mics.
3 lights, 3 mics.
One camera.
1 camera, 1 fern.
That's why y'all
One
need
shot.
move from static to fucking.
I was thinking about it this morning. We're gonna start setting up 2, maybe 3 camera rigs. Eventually, not anytime soon. Probably next year, late next year.
Get every angle. We also wanted to do like perform. I mean, I don't know how we would do this logistically, but like we do performances like mid interview and shit.
I don't think it's tough. Mid interview is tough. Yeah,
I mean, not like mid interview, like we're talking and someone's like performing, but like
They're like right.
yeah, right here.
So when they finish, you just clap. Like,
That
that
was
was Kafaya.
again.
I saw Kafai was putting your site together last time he was here too.
Oh, the Notorious site?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
The times when he decides to work on stuff always kills me. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Like, wait, are you doing the artwork right now? I'm like,
no, I'm guilty of that too, man. I'm notorious for having my laptop everywhere I go. It's like always on me.
It's like in church, bro.
You
You're
never know when ideas hit. You know.
Going to parties, if I'm just not feeling it, I'll whip my
Yeah.
laptop out, just get to it. Yeah, but whatever. I know it's a bad habit. Kafai and me both need to stop doing that.
Nah, I fuck with it. If I
sick.
didn't have my phone, I'd carry a fucking tape recorder to if a melody hits me, I'm like, oh shit, to like step outside, hum it.
I wonder how they did that back in the day.
Anyways, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough, buddy.
But now I started labeling them because before I just like record, and then I go to the fucking audio file. I killed it.
Nice.
Sick. Good job.
Thanks.
What are you worried about?